Understanding the financial aid process. Federal grants usually are awarded only to undergraduate students who have not earned a bachelor's or professional degree, or students enrolled in an eligible post-baccalaureate teaching credential program. This type of financial assistance does not need to be repaid. In the 2014 to 2015 academic year, the maximum award will be $5,730. This is determined by the student's expected family contribution, the cost of attendance as determined by your institution, the student's enrollment, whether part-time or full-time, and whether or not the student attends the full academic year. The Pell Grant is a federal grant that is geared towards providing students that come from lower income families with aid to attend college. Therefore, you need to demonstrate a need for financial aid before the Pell Grant will be awarded to you. The government evaluates this by calculating what they call the Expected Family Contribution, or EFC. The EFC is the amount of money or amount of funding your family is able to contribute towards your education-related expenses. The EFC metric is calculated by taking account into such factors as the parent's income and assets, your income, the size of your family, and the number of family members that are currently attending post-secondary institutions. Other factors that also include age of your parents, whether you and your parents have paid your income tax for the previous year, and whether or not both your parents work. In order to determine the EFC score, students must complete and submit the free application for federal aid application, or in short, FAFSA. Once received, the school first applies the grant towards the student's tuition fees, and if the student lives on campus, room and board. Any money that is left over is paid towards the student's other expenses, such as textbooks and other school-related supplies. The student might be able to choose whether the leftover money comes in form of a check, cash, credit to a bank, or any other method. Once you have received the Pell Grant, you must continue to reapply each academic year for the grant to remain active. As long as you meet the minimum requirements, the amount awarded to you each year should remain the same. You need to make satisfactory academic progress in order to continue receiving the federal student aid. In other words, you have to make good enough grades and complete enough classes to keep moving forward towards completing your degree or certificate in a time period that is acceptable to your school. Each school has a satisfactory academic progress policy for financial aid purposes. To see our school's policy, you can check our school's website or ask someone in the financial aid office. Your school's policy will tell you what grade point average you need to maintain, how incomplete classes, withdrawal, or repeated classes affect your satisfactory academic progress, how often your school will evaluate your progress, and what will happen if you fail to make satisfactory academic progress when your school evaluates you, whether you're allowed to appeal your school's decision that you haven't made satisfactory academic progress, and finally, how you can regain eligibility for your federal student aid. Should you fail to maintain academic eligibility, you are entered into academic suspension, and your Pell Grant will be halted immediately. To qualify for the Pell Grant once again and have the suspension lifted, a student must correct the initial problem that led to the suspension. Basically, you have to bring your grade point average back up to meet the academic requirements for the suspension to be lifted. Thank you.